Hello everyone, I am just, oh wait, let me mute that. I am just setting up the stream. I have randomly decided to go live, so we'll see if anybody actually comes on. I don't know how much interest there is in this card. I mean, I wasn't even sure I was going to watch it, but it just so happens that I'm free. So I thought, why not? Let's just jump on and watch the fight and react to it. So, well, let me just get the stream sorted. It's going to take me a minute or two. Sorry to anyone who's watching. I'm just setting this up. It's a bit impromptu, so it's just going to take me a minute. But I will be commentating on the fight. At the minute, we've got the Ford fight. So we'll just wait till that's out of the way. But yeah, just setting everything up. So bear with me while I get this going. I'm trying to get my scorecard sorted. I want to put it for the Rodriguez-Guevara fight, and I'm just trying to get a Mexican flag uploaded to my account so I can do that. Let me see. There we go, my images. Right. There we go. Right. Mexican flag sorted. Now I can add that. At the minute, my card says Guevara is Russian. So we can't have that. There we go, Mexican flag. Done. Okay, cool. And I should now be able to make that appear. Is that going to work? Huh. Why is that not appearing? Oh, there we go. Done. Excellent. So I hope everyone's doing well. What are you thinking about this fight? We've got Jesse Rodriguez coming up next. At the minute, we've just got the Ford fight. We're in round 7 of 10. And Ford is lighting up Gonzalez at the minute. Some really nice single shots. Vision Hawk. When is Bam fighting, bro? Well, we're in round 7 of 10 at the minute of the third fight. What do you call it? The third co-main or the third main event? Whatever it is. So after this, it's up. So I guess it'll be on in about half an hour, maybe? Not too sure, mate. This is a bit impromptu. I think I'll stay all the way through. I'll just see what comes up. But at the minute, I thought I might as well go live. Seeing as I've got a few minutes or a few hours or whatever it turns out to be. We're just going to roll with it. How are you doing, Vision Hawk? How's your day? I just want to see how the video looks on YouTube because I feel like I always mess up the setup for these live streams. I wasn't planning on doing this either, so let me see. Guys, please bang a like on the stream. I want to try and build the likes up a bit before I get going with this properly. I'm half watching the Ford fight at the same time against Gonzalez. I thought Ford's landed some nice shots. I thought he would have got him out of there by now, but obviously they don't punch as hard at these lighter weights, but still. And Matchroom need this, you know. They had that loss earlier tonight. And with Khalil Ko, he got lit up. It's not been a good time for Eddie Hearn recently. It's just the misery's been piled on. But obviously, you know, Ray Ford lost that split decision to Nick Ball. He's looking good tonight. Really good. Very good indeed. Okay, fine. That's all good. So yeah, so who have we got? Who have we got in the chat? There's only a couple of people here right now. I mean, I will see how many people show up. If there's not too many, then what I might do is just watch the fights and do a reaction video afterwards. But if we can get, you know, a decent number of people on, then I might keep it going. We'll just see what we get. Because I don't know how much, I honestly don't know how much interest there is in this card. It's one of them where I don't really know these opponents that Bam and Boots are fighting. And it's very much been marketed as, this is a Bam and Boots doubleheader, which is cool, you know, if they had better opponents. I mean, I was frustrated back in the day when Matchroom would sort of have these, not just Matchroom, you know, Queensbury too, all these promoters, have these sort of cards where they stack it with names, but all the names are having very safe and easy fights to try and sort of make up for the fact that there's not that much interest. They try and sell on those names and build up the pot that way. But I would much rather see one really, really good competitive fight than have a couple of names who are both fighting no one of any significance. I am, though, interested in the Boots fight against Chikadzian because he's fought him already. And that fight was a unanimous decision for Boots. But after Boots didn't look so great last time out against Avanesian, I'm very keen to see how he can do in this fight, to see if he can improve on that first performance, because, you know, there was some people that criticised him, some people that thought his defence looked pretty bad, and I'm curious to see if it was the layoff that caused that, or if he's actually a bit tight at the weight now, or whatever the situation is. So I'm really keen to see what he can do here, Boots, and see if he can actually build on that win the last time and improve on it, show that he's on the way up. And if he's not, if he looks a bit crap, then you have to say, oh, you know, maybe he should think about going to 154, because it might be that he's just a bit too tight of the weight now, because he's freaking massive for 147. So we shall see. Oh, Ray Ford's just dropped Gonzalez. Fair play. Fair play. Second time he's knocked him down the fight. I want to see the replay of that. I was looking at something else. He's tough as old Boots, Gonzalez. He's just got himself up again. Damn. See a replay in a second of that. No, I don't want Siri. Alright, let's see the replay of this knockdown. Still waiting for the replay. Come on, DAZN, get your shit together. Big knockdown there if you guys have just joined the stream. Just waiting to see the replay. They're looking at him closely here, the corner. All right, let's see. So, oh dear. Gonzalez went to parry the southpaw lead and flourished his arm, and he just threw a hook over the top of it. Lovely and clean from Ford there. Ford's looking very, very good tonight. Very, very good. Have I watched Orlando Gonzalez before? I don't know. Let's have a look at him. Ford's like trying to push on now and trying to finish him here. It looks a bit shaky here, Orlando Gonzalez. Yeah, he's not got a great record, this Orlando Gonzalez. He doesn't have a significant win. So, yeah, one of them. Yeah, Ray Ford looks good, though. Good rebuilding fight for him after losing to Nick Ball. Yeah, and now Gonzalez is really just trying not to get knocked out here now at this point. This is the fight before Rodriguez Guevara, guys. I've got that up on the screen right now because I haven't bothered to score this one, so we'll just leave it for the next one. But yes, I'm looking forward well, I say looking forward. I expect Bam to deal with his man in good fashion. Guevara is not at Bam's level. It should be a straightforward win. And then with Boots, I'm really looking for a statement. He needs to make a statement. He's trying to force big fights. He's going to have to really make a name for himself by getting stoppages in fights like this. He can't be messing around, cruising to points wins against a guy like this. He's got to go out there and stop him and make a statement if he wants to get the likes of Terence Crawford in the ring. So it's interesting. Gonzalez doing everything he can to get through the fight against Ford. As he should. Guys, I played some paddle tennis this morning. I don't know if any of you play. And then I've just had a phenomenal banh mi. Crispy pork banh mi. Absolute levels to this game, guys. And that's the best thing about being here in Melbourne is the food scene is unbelievable. Unbelievable food here. I do enjoy it. And also, it means we get the US boxing at an absolutely brilliant time. So I can sit and watch fights like this, and it doesn't really ruin the next day. Whereas when I was in the UK, if I want to watch a US fight card live, it was not fun. It was not worth it. I can say that. I remember getting up for Pacquiao Mayweather. And after that, I was like, I'm never doing that again. It absolutely just destroys your routine for the week. I know some people out there work night shifts and stuff, but that could just never be me. I can't do it. I get too tired. I'm a sleepy man. It's an interesting one, guys, and actually I'd love your thoughts on this. It's an interesting topic to think about. You know, we've got two big names who are two good boxers fighting tonight, but they're kind of foregone conclusions, these two co-main events. They're foregone conclusions in that both of these guys should win really quite comfortably. You expect to see statement performances from both of them. And in a way, as much as we ridicule Tyson Paul, there's more intrigue around it because we don't know who's going to win. So we criticize those events, but then in boxing, we're not doing a good enough job of making competitive matchups at times. That's why these other fights kind of can happen. But, you know, the IBF have got a lot to answer for because I'm sure this guy, what's his name again? Chikadzian. I'm sure that he feels like he deserves to be there. I'm sure he'll put in a good performance. But the IBF have got a lot to answer for that they make a shitty matchup like this. Like, do you think Boots wants to fight a guy who's already beaten? Who's got really no significant wins on his record? No. Do we want to see it? No. So we complain about Paul Tyson, but at least we don't know who's going to win that fight. As much as I hate it, as much as it's completely down to physical deterioration that that's the case, I'm just trying to make the point that we want to see competitive matchups. So, you know, I'm really excited to see if Boots can improve on his previous performance. That's why I'm excited to watch it, not because I'm wondering who's going to win. But I am excited to watch it. I can't lie. Just because, yeah, I want to see what Boots can do. I'm excited to watch Boots. I want to see him go out there, make a statement, put in a big performance, and go and bash this guy up. So last round here, 10-10 for Ford and Gonzalez. Ford is trying to get the knockout, but Gonzalez is surviving now. And fair play to him. He's not going to get paid any extra money for getting knocked out, so he's lost the fight well. He might as well just try to coast his way to the end and not get knocked out here, which is exactly what he's doing. He's trying to tie up a lot. He's on the back foot as much as he can be. And, yeah, Ford is just sort of trying to walk him down, but it's not really his game, is it? So don't see him stopping him here before the end of the fight. There's a minute 30 left to go. As much as he's had some really nice knockdowns. Ford's yelling at him, come and meet me in the middle of the ring, but Gonzalez is like, nah, you're all right, mate. I'm not getting paid enough to go and meet you in the middle of the ring. Yeah. Commentator saying it's mano a mano. Why aren't you going, yeah, he's complaining about low blow. I don't know. I think it's an easy win for Ford. He's had his knockdowns, and fair play to Gonzalez. You can't blame him for coasting his way to the end and just trying to get out without getting knocked out. But Ford looks really frustrated. He wants the knockout here. I mean, everybody's going to want a statement win on this card because none of these fights are hugely competitive. Although, I don't know if you guys saw the Khalil Ko fight, but unbelievable performance from his opponent. I need to remind myself of his name. Manuel Gallegos. He looked brilliant. I'd never watched Gallegos before. But he looked so good. 175-pounder. I think he fought a 168 before. Only loss come against Diego Pacheco, who's obviously highly touted, and it was a TKO. But Gallegos looks brilliant. So he's going to really get in the mix in light heavy. And light heavy just looks brilliant at the moment. You know, it's such a good division. So, yeah, very, very exciting. But we're getting into the last 20 seconds now of this Ford Gonzalez fight. So we'll see which way this goes. Well, we know which way this is going to go, unless there's some awful, awful scorecards, which you can never rule out. So Ford refused to shake Gonzalez's hand at the end of the fight there because I think he was pissed that Gonzalez didn't meet him in the middle of the ring and let him knock him out, basically. Yeah. He didn't make it competitive at the end, Gonzalez. He just wanted to get to the end without getting stopped. And again, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He was getting beat up. That's the thing, guys, that people don't realize. When someone decides to go on the back foot and just survive, it can be very, very hard to stop someone. That's why journeymen, sometimes make very good fighters look mediocre. It's because they go in there and they know how to survive and look competitive but not actually win rounds. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to that Edwards Yafai fight. That should be good. But yeah, that's that fight done. So we've got Bam Rodriguez up next against Guevara. And I'm looking forward to watching Bam again. I've not watched him since the Sonny Edwards fight. I think I saw the fight after the highlights of it, but live, last time I watched him was Sonny Edwards. And yeah, I enjoyed that performance very much. I rate Sonny so highly. I think I've got the utmost respect for Sonny's ability, and to see what he did to him, it was special performance. Bam is a very, very good fighter. Very good fighter indeed. So I'm really looking forward to having a look at him. But it's not like anticipation around who's going to win. It's just anticipation of, I get to watch this brilliant fighter. But for Boots, I actually do want to see him. I actually want to see if he can improve on what he did before. I'm just going to turn another light on here, guys. Give me a sec. I think that's a bit better. A wee bit brighter, as we say in Scotland. Right, let's see. So good comeback win for Ray Ford there. Picks up that trash WBA Intercontinental title. But, I'm sure someone out there cares that he won it. As long as he doesn't start saying strap season and stuff like that when he win it, when he picks it up. It's a bit of a token title, isn't it? But it looks good for the pictures. But let's just get Bam in there now. Get on with this fight night. And then I'd like to see an explosive finish from Boots in this fight when the main event comes. I want to see an improvement. I want to see a big improvement on that last fight that he had against the same opponent. They're just showing the replay of some of the Ford knockdowns. That right hook was stunning for the first knockdown. Really, really accurate. Very good indeed. Bam up next, guys. I'm looking forward to it. But to those of you that are new, if anyone new's on the stream, George, £1 fish. I'm not singing £1 fish. If you send me a pound, I'll think about singing £1 fish. Let's see. Yeah, guys, I'll stay live if we get a few people on. I don't know how much interest there is in this event, so I'm sort of thinking, is it really worth it? But I'm watching it either way, so it's like I might as well. Although am I watching it? Because I could go outside because it's a nice day. It's one of them. It's one of them. But I guess it's good practice for me. I will be going live on Saturday for Paul. Well, Friday for you, those of you in the US. It'll be Saturday for me when I go live for Paul against Tyson, which will be probably quite depressing to watch. But I want to cover it. So then we've got Ramirez, Billum Smith on the Sunday. Saturday for you again. George, I said £1, not 50,000 IDR. You're such a rogue person. I appreciate you sending me that though, because I want to see what the conversion rate is at the minute for an Indonesian rupiah. Yeah. I'm not going to sing for you, George. No, absolutely not. I started to think about it, and I thought about it very quickly, and I decided that I'm not going to do it. You can unsub, that's fine. I don't need your sub. In fact, I'd rather you unsub, because every time I go on my creator dashboard, I see your channel pop up because you're my biggest subscriber. Actually, no, you're not anymore. Lawrence is my biggest subscriber now. So yeah, I don't like seeing that every time. It reminds me of you and just your ways. So yeah, Lawrence is bigger than you, mate. I'm sorry to say, but it's weird because, like, you know, I don't see him as a YouTuber. I see him as a TikTok guy. I see him as a TikToker. But I always forget that his YouTube's actually massive. And I always think you're the YouTube guy, but you're not the YouTube guy. Lawrence is the YouTube guy. Which is mad, because he was just your camera guy, and now he's bigger than you. Must be weird. Okay. Bam up next, guys. George Benson, who's in the chat, is a very strange young man who once was a very famous YouTuber and is now just a Chelsea Football Club super fanatic. But I wonder, George, will you be watching the Bam Rodriguez fight? Are you a big fan of Bam Rodriguez? He's one of the only men that's shorter than me that you know. So you'll be pleased about that. It'd be weird. I'd be quite interested to see you fight someone like Bam, because you're, what, like 6'2"? So putting you in there with someone who's essentially a midget by comparison would be really interesting. I think he's like 5'4". So imagine if he messed you up. You're not 6'3", you're 6'2", tops. Tops. But this card is dead, guys. I won't lie. I'm just waiting for these two main fights to happen. Okay, George. Well, it's only you in my chat, which is making me feel really depressed. Nobody intelligent rounds down. Well, yeah, okay. Well, I'm 5'9" then. Which is it's not really much to brag about, is it? But, you know, when you're down here, you take every inch you can get. Believe me. Why is this stream stopping and starting? Do you know what kind of people talk about their height non-stop? People that are extremely insecure and have a poor personality. And do you know who talks about their height a lot? It's a bit weird, really. You've got a nice girlfriend, George. I don't know why you have to talk about like your physicality all the time. You're always going on about how tall you are and how massive you are. It's a bit weird, mate. Like, what have you got to prove? What have you got to prove to anyone? You're always talking about how tall you are. But yeah. I'm really just going to, seeing as there's only 3 people on this, I'm just going to view this as an opportunity to practice using the scorecard, and I'm watching anyway, so it's like I might as well. I might as well just keep it going. Keep it rolling for the fans. The 23, 24 people that have watched so far. George, do you have a prediction? If you're still there, George, do you have a prediction for Fury Usyk? Are you going to watch that? Do you watch any boxing? Other than when you have your own private fights at Stamford Bridge. Usyk wins. Good pick. That's nice. That's nice. Eddie Hearn in the ring. He'll be gutted about Khalil Ko losing earlier tonight. He got bashed up. But you have to say, like, when you think about talent identification and recruitment, something we talk about in football all the time, but Matchroom need to sort out their talent ID because all their fighters are losing. Now all these promoters are mixing their fighters together. They are losing, all of them. I'm glad that you like me, George. And it is contrary to popular belief because of the way you treat me and speak down on me. But that's fine if that's how you want to live your life. But yeah, Eddie and Matchroom need to sort out their talent ID. I don't know who does it for them, but it's not as good as the other promoters right now. They're not signing people, but there's a lot of speculation going around that Eddie's not going to be in the game too much longer, which is why they're not recruiting very well. And it's possible because there's guys leaving as well, and they're not really fighting to keep them like they would have done in the past. It's a very interesting time for Matchroom. I'm not sure which way it's going to go. I really don't know. Can hear Fat Man Scoop playing in the arena, one of George's favourite artists as well. Big Fat Man Scoop fan. There's a few people in the stream now, guys. If you're new in here, please bang a like on it. I want to try and get it out there. If we can get a few people watching for the main event, that'd be nice. If not, I'm going to keep going anyway because I'm going to watch it myself. Got now better to do right now. Got Aussie Liam Parrow in the ring right now, who I need to check him out at some point, actually. My coach likes him. Yeah, I think Bam will be ring walking fairly soon, though. Sooner the better. The sooner the better. I wonder how Eddie Hearn feels when he's doing these cards, because he's so used to being in these massive events now, when it's one like this sort of size. I wonder how he feels. But at the same time, the arena does look fairly sold out. So yeah, I mean, I guess as long as it's making decent revenue. But also, Bam and Boots are two of the biggest stars on Matchroom's books now. I mean, without them, they'd be really, really light. So, you know, get them this easier touch, and then they've got to try and get them some massive fights. I mean, Bam could be a huge star, but it's always harder to sell fights to those lightweights. He's only 24, so he'll probably end up a couple of divisions higher, I'd imagine. But Boots needs to go now. I mean, he is ready. He's ready to go and be the guy. He wants that Crawford fight. I'd love to see that Crawford fight, but he's 32-0 now, Jaron Boots Ennis. He's 27 years old. He's absolutely ready. He's absolutely ready. So let's see him go against Chakadzian tonight, put in a better performance than he did the first time, go from a points win to a good stoppage, and I'm intrigued to see if he can step it up, because he needs to, because as good as Boots looks, his record is still fairly light. It is still fairly light, so I'm keen to see what he can do here. The problem is, though, as I say, is that welterweight's looking awful these days. I know if I was Boots, I'd probably try and pick up a couple more belts here as quickly as possible. If possible, get that investment in on him, pick up a couple titles at welter, and then get up to 154 ASAP, because that's where all the action is. 154 is where it's at. And he's too big for welter, I think. I think he's going to be too tight there. I think it's going to drain him over time. It is mad that Chakadzian's getting another shot at this. Bloody IBF, man. I mean, I like that they... it's like the same problem as the other bodies, in that they don't enforce their mandatories, which means that really good fighters can take easier fights. But the IBF are just as bad, but even though they enforce their mandatories, they're always shitbags. Guys that shouldn't be there. The amount of mandatories we see get made with guys that are just not relevant. It's just ridiculous. So I am irritated by them. I like that they're trying to do things properly, but they don't ultimately do it properly, because the whole point of a mandatory is you're supposed to fight the best contender, not some random guy. I mean, Boots has already beat Chakadzian. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But it is what it is, and it's a good measuring stick to see where Bam is at. Sorry, where Boots is at in his comeback. I'm keen to see it. And the interesting thing for me will be if Guevara can even win a round here. So there we go. Bam's getting warm now. He's on the pads, so that's good. I'm sure we'll be ring walking any moment. And I'm hoping he'll end this one fairly quickly. Get Boots in there. I might make a little reaction video to the event, potentially. I don't know. It's just not a very... People aren't bothered about this event, guys. Which makes me think, is it worth doing it? Because, every time I do a video, I've got to maximize my use of time. Which is why I'm talking about Paul and Tyson, even, really, because it's not relevant in the professional boxing scene, but it's a boxing match nonetheless. Hopefully they'll be in the ring in the next 10 minutes anyway. Wild that Bam's only 24, isn't it? 24, 5'4", 114 pounds. And he's going to have a Hall of Fame career, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I can say that at this point. He's looking good. All right, here we go. The ring walks, finally. So let's get it going. Bam up first. Against Guevara. Oh, man. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. So I hope this fight doesn't put me to sleep. It doesn't even need to be competitive. I just hope Bam smashes him. Gets Boots in there. Boots smashes him. And we all go home and chill. One thing I will say, we've hit 5k subscribers. So I'm very, very happy about that. So those of you that are new, thank you for subscribing. I'm excited about where the channel's going. We just need some more cool events, more big events. I'm still trying to work out the content in between. But they're just rolling a little promo video at the minute before they ring walk. I think they'll be... Well, no, Guevara's ring walking right this second, actually, so that's good. But guys, please do get your fight predictions in the comments if you think anything other than a Bam win is going to happen here. I can't see how Guevara bothers him at all. 7% of people have voted that Pedro Guevara will win this fight. I'm not gonna do a poll about who's gonna win the fight because it's ridiculous. But what I will do is create a poll. Who will have the better career, Boots or Bam? I think that's a good question because they're both super talents. So yeah, guys, get your votes in on that. Who will have the better career, Boots or Bam? I'm intrigued to see what people think. I mean, it's up for debate. I think they're both going to have incredible careers. I think that typically when you're a heavier fighter, you have a more revered, career, just because the viewership is there a bit more. But if we're hardcore boxing fans and we're talking about this, I think that Bam will probably have the better career overall because of what he's already done in 20 fights. It's absolutely exceptional. And Boots, it seems, is going to struggle to get those fights, whereas the lighter guys will take the fight because there's just no money to be made otherwise. You got to go for the kingpin, always in the lightweights. Fights down there are always easier to make. In the higher weights, there's just more money around, so typically you can kind of duck and dive a little bit more. We've got a few more concurrent viewers now, guys, so please bang a like on the stream. And I'm going to be commentating through the fight, so stick with me. You can sync it up if you want. I will let you know when the fight is going to start, but we've got Bam ring walking right now. I think he's going to want to get in there and do business ASAP. ASAP Rocky. ASAP Yams. I'm just going to grab a water. 1 second, guys. Representing the 210. Bam Rodriguez. Here we go. Let's get this party started. I'm ready. I'm ready to watch some Bam. I need to put my camera battery on charge. There we go. Done. Get your votes in, guys. There's 5 of you on the stream right now. Boots or Bam? Who do you think will have the better career? Would love to know what you think. I think it's a good question. I think it's a good conversation to have. Both exceptionally talented. Right now, I can't see anybody getting close to Bam. Boots, I think there's quite a few guys that will have very good fights with him. And he might even be too much for them right now. But for me, I think that I want to see a big performance from Boots tonight. I want to see him go through the gears and get the stoppage. But they'll know that, you know, the Chikadzian camp will be aware that he'll want to go in there and make a statement. So they'll probably try and use that to their advantage, I would imagine. But it's just the IBF, isn't it? Just nobody needs to see that. It's just slowing people's careers down to make him fight him again. You know, that's all it is. It's frustrating. Here we go. I'll try and describe to you the best I can what I'm seeing. I'll try and give you some technical insight. I'm going to try and tell you what I like, what I'm seeing from Bam. I mean, I'm interested to see how he approaches this fight when he's in there with somebody who he's clearly better than. He's clearly more talented than. And I'm really intrigued to see how he manages that, because I think he's been accused before of, you know, not doing as well as he possibly could in fights where the stakes aren't quite as high. Does he switch off a little bit? So it'll be interesting to see how he goes in there and what kind of a job he's able to do on his man. But here we go. He's not got a bad record, Guevara. It's just there's not really that many names on it. Guevara. All right. Guys, can you imagine if Bam lost this fight? I think Eddie Hearn would fucking top himself. I don't think he'd, I mean, they already had Kolus tonight. Recently, his form's been absolutely terrible. All his fighters are losing. Can you imagine if Bam lost? I think he'd just be like, what's the point in this? He might pack it in tomorrow. All right. They're just about done announcing it. And then we can get going. I'm hoping that this won't last too long, to be honest. All right, here we go. They've met in the middle of the ring and they're about to get started. And I'm going to watch this like a hawk. Here we go. They've touched gloves. And okay, so Guevara's never been stopped before. So let's see if Bam can do that. And that will be a nice little statement win for him. Here we go. Round one is underway. Let's see what Bam can do here. Just foot feinting in and out at the minute. Bam just touched him with the jab there on the gloves. Little body jab from Bam there. Nice and sharp. And again, nice little body jab. Guevara tries to come back with a counter right hook to the body. Doesn't quite land. Bam slips inside the Guevara jab. And at the minute, he's just using lots of foot feints and Guevara is moving around the outside. It's a nice, relaxed start. Bam's jab looks very, very sharp at the beginning here. He's so good at closing that gap. So easy for him. But his guard is so efficient at the same time. Just applying a bit of front foot pressure here, Bam. And his control of the distance is already right there. Jab upstairs, jab, right hook to the body. Lovely. Jab high, jab low by Bam. And Guevara cannot even find the range at the moment. Not at all. Bam is landing clean punches. Guevara is moving around the outside. Every time he tries to throw a punch, Bam either blocks it or takes a half step back and makes him fall short. Already in total control, Bam. Guevara throws a little body hook which lands on the arms of Bam. And he moves off to the side. But he's moving around the outside the whole time. And I can see why Guevara's not been stopped before, because he has got quick feet on the outside. I'm sure he's got great stamina in his legs if he's never been stopped. He's able to move around for a long time. Nice body shot from Bam there. But you can see that Bam really, really wants to mark him up early here and have an effect on him. Nice body shot there from Bam with the backhand. Jab low, jab high. And, oh, nice little body shot there from Guevara. Backhand landed to the stomach of Bam. Didn't really have much effect, but it was a good clean shot. Only real clean punch he's landed so far this round. Everything else has been on the arms. Yeah, nice jab from Bam. Nice little body hook again there from Guevara. He's sort of finding a home for that, so Bam might have to adjust to that a little bit here. Getting a bloody call. Oh, that's the end of the round. I got a phone call and it interrupted my stream. Let me just put my phone on Do Not Disturb, guys. There we go. So round one for Bam. Oh yeah, let me put that in the scorecard. Has that shown up? Yes, it has. That's very satisfying. Very satisfying having the scorecard, I have to say. And it's there for you all to see. I'm exposed. If you think my scorecard is absolute nonsense, you can call me out for it. So there we go. I'm putting myself on the line for your entertainment, people. I'm here to be ridiculed. Unlike real-life judges who hide in the shadows. All right, here we go. Start round two. Okay. I'm interested to see what Guevara can do differently here. At the minute, it's exactly the same pattern as round one. Oh, Guevara digs again with that right hand to the body. I'm sure Bam's going to start countering off that because he's throwing it quite a lot. It's the only real successful shot he's having, Guevara, at the minute. Oh, nice shot to the body then up top from Bam there. But Guevara comes back with something to keep him off. Nice little body hook again from Guevara. He's digging in that sort of uppercut slash hook. It's like a shovel hook from Guevara that he's landing to the stomach of Bam. He's landed it a few times now. Bam winning the round, but Guevara is landing that shot. And it's smart from Guevara. There's a nice jab to the head from Bam. It's smart from Guevara because Bam's head movement is good. He's hard to hit clean. Oh, right hook, right uppercut from Bam. And the way he moves his feet with those shots is so damn impressive. He's never off balance, man. Oh, lovely uppercut from Bam. Lovely. Right hook, left uppercut. Double jab. Backhand up top there again. Right hook. He's really putting it together here, Bam, already. And I could see him going through the gears here quickly. But I do like that Guevara is investing in Bam's body. And there we go. There's a left hook from Guevara to the body of Bam. I like that he's investing in Bam's body because, you know, it's easier to hit. Much, much easier to hit. Another jab from Bam. 1-2 there from Guevara. Falls short. And his feet, Bam, they're just so good. Always controls the distance. Little jab there from Bam. He's got, and Guevara's just living on the ropes at the minute. Oh, nice backhand from Bam upstairs there. He went low with the jab, came up top with the left backhand. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. That right hook again. Shovel hook from Guevara to the body of Bam. It is landing. But the commentators aren't calling it at all. Nice right hook from Bam upstairs. The commentators aren't calling that work at all, which I'm finding quite irritating. All they're doing is waxing lyrical about Bam, who is amazing, but call Guevara's shots as well, for goodness sake. Oh, another right hook to the body from Guevara. They won't call it, so I'll call it. That is a good shot. That was a good jab from Guevara there as Bam tried to walk in. Fell a bit short with the right hand. Follow up. Guevara right uppercut there again, but Bam's got the guard up this time. I think that was on the arms. Shot from the body to the body from Bam, pulls back out. And Bam set quite the pace here, so I wonder how Guevara will stick with this. But he seems pretty calm, Guevara. He doesn't look like he's been too hurt. He's just taken a bit of a desperate swing there and missed completely with the right hand. But yeah, he looks comfortable enough still, but I'm sure Bam is going to keep the pace nice and high, and I'm sure it will start to get to him. But that's another 10 round 9 for Bam. But, you know, it's not a drubbing by any stretch of the imagination at this point, but I'm sure as the fight goes, as Guevara starts to tire, Bam will start to turn the screw a little bit. Going into round 3 here. Bam a little bit low there with his shot. Oh, it was lovely. Right hand low, right hand up top. Brought the guard around the guard, which opened the guard up, and then he brought the uppercut up the middle, which was lovely. Lovely left hand uppercut, which is, of course, is Bam's backhand and his power shot. Oh, lovely from Bam. He's starting to pivot now and create the angle. Start round 3. Lovely right hook to the body there from Bam. Guevara looks like he's trying to step the pace up a little bit in terms of his reply. He's definitely trying to keep Bam off him here. And Bam is getting caught a little bit here, which is fine, but it's impressive that he wants to look so good against these guys that he won't, you know, he'll take shots. He'll take the odd shot here and there. Guevara's not weak either. He's coming back with some good punches. You know, where someone like Sonny hasn't got huge punching power, this lad he's in with seems to be able to punch a little bit. So that's the difference, as much as his feet are not as good as someone like Sonny. He's doing quite well though, Guevara. I think he's doing all right. Oh, it's a nice right hook from Bam. Misses the jab, Bam. Guevara comes back. He also misses. Oh, that was lovely. Pivoted around the body there, and Bam threw the backhand uppercut. And it was a good shot. Nice little power punch. Very nice little power punch. Guys, if you're new in the stream, please bang a like on it. Do subscribe if you're new as well. Oh, little right hand over the top there from Guevara comes back, and then he lands a little short uppercut. Bam comes back with his own little combination. But this is a good fight for Bam. This is a good competitive fight. But it's just all... Guevara needs to just... He's on the back foot way too much, Guevara. That's the one thing I will say. I'm going to assume by the fact he's never been knocked out that he's very comfortable on the back foot as well, Guevara. Right hook to the body from Guevara. It's caught on the arm by Bam. Bam still pinging that jab. Oh, backhand. He's knocked him down. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot from Bam there. That was lovely. I want to see that again. It was a straight left hand right down the pipe. Lovely. I want to see it again. I think it was a 1-2. I don't know if he landed the jab first, but certainly flourished the jab. And then he landed that backhand straight down the pipe there. And that was a stunning knockdown from Bam. Oh, and then he's landed a little uppercut. Guevara's coming back, though, hard with some body shots. Oh, another little uppercut. Oh, my God. What an uppercut from Bam. Whoa, that was lovely. The fight's off. It's over. Bam wins by knockout. Absolutely fantastic from Bam Rodriguez. Oh, my word. What a fighter he is. And it's over. And it is over. Wow. Wow. That was massive. Oh, I want to see that again. That was fantastic. What a stoppage. Guys, if you were watching that, get in the comments. What did you make of that knockout? Get in the chat. That was brilliant. He's so good, Bam, isn't he? He is one of the very best. He was just constantly pressuring him. And as soon as he found those little pockets of space and started to time that uppercut, it was over. Wow, fantastic. Eddie looks relieved. Eddie looks very relieved. I want to see that again. Amazing. 3rd round knockout for Bam Rodriguez. Fantastic. And I just love it when a guy who's meant to be top level goes in there and just deals with his opponent. Don't feed him this crap. Give him proper challenges. Give him some proper fights. I know he's been doing really well. I know he's on a great run. I don't have a huge issue with it in the context of the run he's on. But, like, we didn't need to see this, did we? But he's brilliant. He's brilliant. You know, he's a little guy, but he shouldn't be the co-main. He should be the main event. Not against a guy like this, but they need to just give him fights every single fight that are main events because he's that good, and we need to build this guy up. Give him a couple years and then give him a new way. I think get him to fill out a little bit and to go up the weights and brilliant. What a fighter! I want to see that again. Is Bam pound for pound? Where does Bam go in your top 10 pound for pound, guys? He's got to be top 10 now. No question. Right, here we go. So he throws the jab, and then it was literally just a 1-2 through the guard. Guevara tried to throw a shot, but he realized he'd been hurt, and he went down. And now I want to just see the uppercut that finished it. Here we go. So, and that's the 1-2 still. I'm just waiting to see this this knockdown. There we go. So he threw a right shot to the body, backed him up. And then, bam, he just found the angle. All it was he created the angle with his feet. As Guevara went to throw his orthodox jab, Bam just stepped to the inside and swiftly threw in that uppercut. Beautiful. It wasn't a jab, actually. It was a body hook from Guevara that he threw. Bam just took a step to the side, towards the backhand of Guevara, and threw the uppercut at the same time. And just created the space by moving his feet. And you just don't see fighters do it that much on the inside like that. Very, very good. Very bold. Very brave. Technique was impeccable. Took a couple of little shots, but nothing significant. He was never hurt. I like some of the work Guevara did to the body, but it wasn't enough. And that was a fantastic stoppage from Bam. And now we get boots in the ring, which is excellent. Excellent work there from Bam. Next up. Where is Chikadzian from? He is from Ukraine. Chikadzian's first name is Karen. Did anybody know that? Interesting to see what Eddie Hearn says here, to see if they've got any particular names in mind for him. I need a Ukrainian flag. Damn it. There we go. Refresh this. All right, Bam's being interviewed now, guys. I'll let you know what he's saying. Of course, that was the first time he's been stopped, so that was a good win. He just said he already knew it was going to happen that way, but he's happy. There we go. Bam saying he was surprised how much Guevara moved. Bam saying that in previous fights he's supposed to win. He's got away from his game plan too much. But tonight he showed who he was. So, there you go. Very confident guy, Bam. I like him. Yeah. Just seeing who he wants next. He just wants unification fights, he's saying. Let's have a look. Who else has got belts in that weight division right now? Chocolatito is the one they're talking about. He said he wants the unifications, but if they don't come, he'll take on Chocolatito. So who else has got a belt at the moment? Eddie up next. What's he saying? Eddie said an artist at work. Did Eddie just say Inoue's ducking Akhmadaliev? I don't know about that, mate. I do not know about that. Yes, they want to get Bam out to Riyadh season now. They're basically asking His Excellency Turkey to put up the money so they can go out and get a unification on for Bam. And he is Eddie's one of his last remaining real talents, so he needs to push him. He needs that. Eyes closed for 20 seconds and Pedro down. These US cards ain't the one. What do you mean, mate? Can you explain? Juden DS. What do you mean by that? Don't understand what you're saying, mate. Fell asleep because of how late it was. Oh, got you. Yeah, I'm in Australia, so it's alright for me, like. Lucky for me. Lucky for me, a US card is actually now more convenient than a UK card. And annoyingly, now the Saudi cards are the ones. And they're not great time for me either. I mean, they're not too bad, but compared with the US cards are the one. But I'm sure that as time goes on, if they can wake up the US boxing market, that will be the market they try and cater towards. Because there's not that many people, you know, in the UK that are fans of boxing compared with the US. I mean, there's probably a percentage-wise a much larger percentage, but there's just so many people in the US. It's a huge untapped market for boxing, the US at the minute. Crawford would be the biggest US star right now, I think. You know, Canelo's Mexican, so we can't count him. And I always find it confusing with guys like Bam, because I know they represent the US. You go on BoxRec and they'll have a US flag next to their name, but, you know, where's Bam from originally? Is he Mexican heritage? Does he, he's got Mexican colors on his shorts, so does he see himself as Mexican? Is he American? I know it's Mexican-American, but, like, how does that work in terms of, you know, the US population? I know there's so many Mexicans in America, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, the Saudi cards are good, mate. They're very good. I'm really hopeful now for a really good performance from Boots. I want to see him go in there and mash up this guy that he's already beaten on points. Karen Chikadzian. Karen. Don't be a Karen. stand your ground and see what happens and end it early. That's what I'm hoping for. And Bam's just showed levels there. What a guy. What a man. What a boxer. And I hope we don't have to wait too long for Boots. But yeah, I want to see a much better improvement. I want to see a big improvement from Ennis. Not even just on his last Chikadzian performance, but on the performance against Avanesyan. He didn't look great. He did not look great. Guys, if you're new in the stream, please do drop a little like. Helps me to get it out there to more people. And it'd be nice to have a good number of people for the main event. If possible. And only if possible. What time is it? Was it 2 o'clock? Yeah, I'm tired. I was up early to play paddle this morning, and I only found out late last night it was going to be 9 a.m. So, Eddie talking about Ben versus Boots is crazy. Bro's sending him to the gallows. I mean, if you're Eddie, you probably kind of want to cash out on Ben because it's been a bit of a nightmare. And if Ben loses to Boots, it doesn't end his career. So, and if you're Ben, who else do you fight at 147? There's no names. 147 is a dead division at the minute. It's crazy. I don't know who I'd put Ben in with. So I can see why they're trying to make the Eubank fight. But I'd try and get him a world title. Try and get him someone else's world title and make it unification, make it big. You could really sell Boots versus Ben in the UK, I reckon. I think that would be a huge occasion if you could get Ben a belt, but I don't know if he can beat any of the champions. I don't even know how good Ben is still, which is mad to say. The amount we bloody talk about the guy. You know, I see Conor Benn as being quite one-dimensional, quite one-paced. Physical beast. But, yeah, I mean, we saw he's not the best boxer. Just seeing some highlights of the pre-fight stuff with Garcia and Haney, and I just wonder when Garcia will be back. You can rest assured he'll be back. And frankly, it's a real shame that he got that drug ban because boxing does need him. Boxing needs Ryan Garcia. He's an absolute maniac. But he backs it up with a really, really exciting, fan-friendly style where he's all about speed. So it'd be good to have him back, but yeah, the drugs thing is an issue. No question. They're just showing some highlights of Boots on a freaking radio show. Like, I don't care about this. Just get to the event, guys. Hopefully I don't have to wait too long. But I didn't watch the... what are you saying? Juden. It's crazy how popular Ben is here in the UK considering he's not beat anyone. Are you in the UK, mate? Bloody hell. I did not realise anyone from the UK would be up for watching this. Have you got Insomniac or something? Sorry, you are an Insomniac. You would have insomnia. Yeah, I agree, but it's just purely because of his dad, Nigel, isn't it? Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in, mate. Yeah, no, 100%. It's just living off his dad's name. Other fighters have done the same thing, but have actually achieved something. But he made himself into a fighter that was exciting to watch. But they did, one of the guys that I think they matched quite well, Conor Benn, didn't they? Matchroom. They're not always the best at matching their fighters, but I don't think it's a coincidence that he looked absolutely terrible in his last fight since failing a drug test and coming back and not looking so good. You know, we can only speculate, but, you know, things might be going on there that would have an implication for whether or not he can still perform to the same level. But what's his most recent run? I mean, it really is a bunch of dross when you actually look at it. Yeah, why are we so gassed over... From 2020 till now, he's beaten Formella, Vargas, that's Samuel, Granados, Algieri, Van Heerden, Orozco, Dobson. I mean, and they were like 154, 150. It's just not great, is it? So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not. But like, yeah, make Boots Ben, why not? I mean, like I say with Eddie, if Eubank Jr. is asking you for too much money so you can't make that fight, why not make the Boots fight? It gives Boots a big profile boost. It'd be explosive. It'd be a really good press conference. I think they could generate some good revenue on that one. Feels like a really good Riyadh season, like co-main event, or maybe third fight on the card. Definitely wouldn't be a main event for me in terms of the, you know, the competitiveness of the fight. Or, you know, if Ben can get himself a belt, then it could be a main event. Make it unification. But, I mean, honestly, I'm not even going to bother looking at who the champions are, Ben Qatar, because I don't really know welterweight anymore. Like, I don't see fights at that weight that I'm like, oh, yeah, this guy, I've heard about him. Nah, like, I don't know these guys anymore. And Jaron Ennis, you know, for a while it was Ennis, Spence, Ortiz, and Crawford. And I was like, this is sick. But, you know, 3 of them have gone up to 154. Sasant, keep grinding, brother. Love your channel. Thank you, mate. I do appreciate that. Where are you? Are you in the US? Yeah, I'm trying, but it is hard when, you know, I want to cover events like this, but the numbers are just terrible. I mean, look, there's like 8 people watching right now. You know, it makes you sort of think it's not really worth it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to be watching it anyway. Let's just chuck the live stream on. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? But honestly, these matchups are not great. They're not super competitive. It's just a showcase for Boots and Bam, really, isn't it? You're in Philly. That's sick, mate. I've never been to Philadelphia. I've been to quite a few places in the US, but never Philadelphia. But I hear great things. I hear very, very good things. So are you a Boots fan then, if you're from Philly? And what do you think of him? And is he... What's the perception of him in Philly? Is like Boots a known athlete in Philly? Is he big? Tell me what you think about him in Philly, because I've got no perception of, like, is he a star where you're from, or is he just someone that like hardcore fans know about? How does that feel? Suecio, I'm in the UK. Thanks for doing this. No worries, mate. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I mean, fair play to you for staying up to watch a dead card, because it is. Look, cool. We've got 2 big names on it, but these are not good enough opponents for Boots and Bam. I understand Boots has to fight this guy. It's a mandatory, but I'm not criticizing him. I'm just saying it's dead that he has to fight this guy. It's the IBF's fault for putting up a crappy mandatory. And Bam, well, it's a filler opponent, isn't it? But Bam looked good. Oh, mate, no, the Ford fight was okay. I think it was quite easy for Ford. But you're right, the co-fight was brilliant, but unexpectedly brilliant. I'm just more talking about, you know, when they sell a card based on 2 names, but they're not fighting each other. It's like, I remember they used to do all the time in the UK, oh, we'll get Kell Brook on the card, and we'll get, I don't know, whoever the names are, Dylan White. We'll chuck a bunch of British names on and have them fighting just dead opponents, but like all these names are on the cards. Look how exciting it is, and it's just, you know, I'm all about good matchups. I couldn't care less if these guys are fighting if they're not in good matchups. The only reason I'm excited to see this Boots fight is because I want to see if he can do a better job this time against Chikadzian. Go in and get the stoppage and show that you've gone up a level. Boots needs to make a statement here. He does. But also, he didn't look great against Avanesyan. Look, he went out there, he did his job. No question. I'm not going to be hypercritical of him. But he's looked better, and he got hit a fair amount. So I want to know if he's tight at the weight. I want to know if it's time to say, you know what, we got to go 154. Because he's huge. He's absolutely huge, and 154 looks so good right now. Can you imagine adding Boots into the mix at 154? It's very quickly becoming one of my favorite divisions. But, you know, we've got 154. The light heavies are good. The heavies are always good at the minute. Really good. 140 is still quite nice. Brutal from the commentator there, saying nobody wants to see Chukwueze here except for him and the IBF. Guys, I don't know what your thoughts are on banh mi, as in the Asian sandwich you can get, but I had a banh mi for lunch, and it was epic. Unbelievable. I went to a cafe first, and I had a chili hot chocolate thing. It was unreal, with like almond milk, and it had like chili in it, and whatever else. And I love spice, so it was cracking. And then I had a banh mi from another place, and it was unbelievable. Crispy pork, levels. And right now, I'm just sat thinking about how I want to eat more food. So I'm hoping Boots does the job. To be honest with you, I'm hoping Boots does the job quickly here. And judging by how many people are watching this, I don't think it's going to be worth doing a reaction video. I think we're just going to do this stream. It is what it is, and then we'll crack on to, well, it's Paul and Tyson next. Maybe we'll do a reaction. I'll see how I feel. I might do an instant reaction video rather than do a 6 things we learned. I'll do that. I'll do an instant reaction video. I'll get out straight after the fight. Here we go. Ring walk's coming up. Scorecard is ready. The next thing I need to do, guys, is get a clock for the rounds. That'll be the next thing. So then you can sync up the stream with me. Hey, Henry, we need a welterweight tournament. We certainly do, my friend. Because the welterweights are... it's a trash-looking division right now. There's no names there anymore. Yeah, we need a lightweight, welterweight. I mean, every weight needs a tournament, doesn't it? Really. Okay. Yeah, mate. All the tournaments. Bring me all the tournaments. You're right, especially for the weights where there's no real big names anymore. They should definitely have a tournament, because then at least like that's a good opportunity for someone to boost themselves based on their skills. What do you mean you're talking about me? Oh, are you talking about the you're talking about the bracket, the Heavyweight Madness video I did? I thought you were just... Oh, I've got you, mate. I thought you were just talking about in general we need tournaments. They're just singing the Ukrainian national anthem right now, guys, before the fight starts, so stick with me. Got you. I could do it, mate. The video didn't perform super well, so some people really liked it, other people weren't too asked. I think the problem with me is at the minute, my channel's still growing. It's not huge. So if I'm not doing something topical, it doesn't perform very well. I'm serious too. Yeah, it's a question for me of time invested versus, you know, numbers back. Because I have a job. It took me a full day to make that video. So it's like, is it worth me doing that for like 900 views? Not really. So yeah. But, you know, as I get bigger and as I'm able to command more views just from me just making stuff, then we'll definitely do stuff like that more regularly. The dream is to get it to a point where I can just make all my revenue from the channel. That'd be awesome. And then I wouldn't have to, and then I could just like make whatever I want. Within reason. I'm actually considering doing a series where I train though. I train boxing anyway, but I've never had a fight. And I'm considering... Mate, fair enough. You know what? I admitted in the video that like I've not watched Larry Holmes enough to really call that one properly. I watched enough of him to see how good his feet were. His jab was absolutely fantastic. Great boxer. For me, it's kind of more that Dubois is fresh in my mind. He's got great power. I think he's much more powerful than Holmes. And a little bit bigger. But you're right. Yeah, he could easily win that fight, Holmes. You're right. And a comment on the video was I need to look at the old school heavyweights a bit more, and that was true. I think it was just more in that moment. I really wanted to put something out. I had the idea to do the video. I went and cracked on. As I was doing it, I was like, do you know what? A couple of these guys I don't know enough about. I've watched them. Don't get me wrong, but I try and like be very detailed and study. I can actually talk in so much detail about most of those guys, but the old school ones I haven't really sat and studied properly. I can have a general comment about them like most people can. So that was what I meant when I said I didn't want to commit to sort of... I have a high standard for what I can say about a fighter, basically, the detail I can go to. But anyway, I am considering doing a series when the channel's a bit bigger of me training like a professional for like a month or something. Because I already train like anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week in boxing. I train 5 days a week, but it's just whether I'm doing weights a couple times or whatever instead of boxing. But I am contemplating doing some kind of series where I train like a pro for a month. I've got a really great coach I work with out here in Melbourne. And maybe do something like, you know, I don't think I could never be asked to have a fight because I have to make weight and stuff like that, and I just can't be bothered. But maybe just going through different levels of sparring partner and make a video about it and, yeah, try and show what it's like trying to become a good boxer in your 30s, because I'm 33 now. I think it'd be a cool series. I'm glad that you like that idea. And I will float the idea to more people soon. I might make a poll or something on YouTube and see what people say. But at the minute, as I say, I only really get views when I hit something that's topical and thematic. So I need that bigger subscriber base first. I think I might wait for 10K to do that one. Shouldn't take too long. I should be there in 6 months. Hopefully. But the thing is, and you know, the reason I wish I did football or something is that the calendar is consistent. You always know there's going to be big matches. The problem with boxing is the schedule is so inconsistent in terms of big fights happening and the consistency of them that, you know, I can go a couple of weeks without having anything really good to talk about. So it's a bit of a problem. So I'm trying to figure out content to fill the gaps. Haha, Ty, you're in the chat. So Ty Crouch is the guy who coaches me when I'm in the gym. Got some varying level voice for that sparring thing now too, bro. Shit. I put it out there now. Guys, go and follow Tay Crouch on Instagram if you want to find a good coach. If you're in Melbourne, anyone who's watching and you want a good boxing coach or MMA coach, he's the guy. He is the guy. Very, very good at what he does. And what I like about him, and I've told him this, is that he takes each person as they come. So whatever suits their style, that's what he will coach them in. He's not a one style for everybody coach, one size fits all. The one thing I do like about Chikadzian is that he is ring walking to gorillas. I do appreciate that about him. He's getting a few little boos. The Americans are calling him Chukazan. I don't know how you say it. I'm going Chikadzian. Is it Chukazan? Are we just going to ignore the I? Chukachan. Chikadzian, Chukachan? I don't know. Anyway. Whatever it is. We're about to watch Karen turn into a track star. Let's see, mate. Chukajan. That's what they're calling him. I'll go with that. Chukajan. Chukajan. I'm not going to say Chukajan because that's American. Chukajan. 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 That's what I'm going with. But yeah, Boots needs to knock him out. It's simple. If Boots doesn't knock him out, it's just going to be the same thing again, and it doesn't do anything for anyone, including the IBF's crappy ranking system. There we go. I don't know when David Diamante stopped doing his annoying thing where he says the surname of the fighter twice, but I'm glad he doesn't do it anymore. Boots is walking to the ring now. Chukajan. Just a little promo video and he's going to start ring walk any second. And then we can get this party started, as they say. What fight would you rather see? Boots versus Crawford or Inoue versus Nakatani? Boots versus Crawford, mate, all day. I know Inoue Nakatani would be great, but I absolutely love Terence Crawford. I love watching him. I think Boots would bring the best. I think Boots would absolutely bring the best out of Crawford. And I think if it's a 154 where I see Boots long term, that could be. I think that's a passing of the torch fight, really. Depending on timing, but Crawford's so good. If the Boots that fought Avanesian last time fought Crawford, he'd have got lit up. But that's when you find out how good Boots is in a fight like Crawford. So I want to see it. I know Inoue and Nakatani are both great. I think Boots is great, but I want to see it. But yeah, Inoue and Nakatani is great, but Boots Crawford is the one for me, bro. I want to see both, though, and I think we can, now that Riyadh season's a thing. Inoue Nakatani could even be next now he's done that Riyadh season agreement. There was a lad in the chat who said he was from Philly. Sasant. Yeah, if you're still there, mate, I would like to know, I asked you earlier what how Boots is seen in Philly. Like, is he a big deal or not? I'd love to know what your thoughts are on that. Because I just have absolutely no concept of his popularity. But the arena looks packed, though, so I'm guessing he's a fairly big deal. And obviously, you know, yeah, so many good fighters from Philly. Garcia, Hopkins. Who else is out of Philly? Rocky Balboa. Sorry. I'm sorry, I won't do that again. You put the statue up. You guys put the statue up. He's not real. I'm just going to change my camera battery quickly. One sec. There we go. I should be back any second. There we go. I'm back. Sorry, I just had to switch the battery, guys. Chukajan. I hope Chukajan doesn't do anything too exciting because the commentators will be like, Chukajan! Alright. Boots eventually is making his way to the ring. And then we can get this started. Ty, if you're still watching, mate, what do you think? What do you think about a Boots Crawford fight? Who do you see winning that? And did you see Liam Parrow is going to be fighting soon as well? Is that, I don't know if it was just announced or if it's coming up. Do you listen to any G Herbo by any chance? I do not listen to any G Herbo. I actually love hip hop. It's always been my bread and butter in terms of the music I listen to. But this is not the kind of hip hop I listen to. Karen's going to feel one of them Boots licks and then go on his bike for the fight. I just know it. I mean, mate, he's already fought him, so he knows how it feels. Big G Herbo walking Boots to the ring. Is G Herbo from Philly? I don't know who G Herbo is, I'm not going to lie. Is he a famous rapper? I've never heard of him. That's right, next month. Richardson Hitchens is a weight bully, and the size difference between him and Parrow was remarkable. He did look massive, didn't he? Tay, what do you think? Will Hitchens... who do you think will win? Parrow or Hitchens? Who's the favourite in that fight? Parrow's got a 53% chance of winning, Hitchens 47. Interesting. With the odds makers. Yeah, I think Crawford beats Boots at the minute, but you never know. You never know. See what Boots looks like tonight. Yeah, mate. The IBF hydration rule is a bitch, isn't it? What? It's £10 the next day, isn't it? So on the morning of the fight, you can't be, I think, more than £10 over the weight limit or something. It's pretty dumb. I don't like it. Guys, if you're new in the chat, do bang a like on the stream. That would help me immensely to get more people in. But honestly, like, I don't think too many people give a damn about this card. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely not like a big one, is it? Everyone sees these fights as foregone conclusions. And that is why sometimes a fight like Jake Paul against Mike Tyson is actually preferred, because no one knows what's going to happen. Everybody knows the Boots is going to win this fight. And if he doesn't, then it's an absolute travesty. Ty, who do you think wins? Who do you think wins between Paul and Tyson? I'd be interested to know what your thoughts on that are. Starts now. All right, here we go. Finally, within the next 2 minutes, they'll be fighting. Carry job by Paul with the... Really? You reckon? Shit. I mean, I would just love nothing more. Yeah, mate, don't stay up to watch it. Just watch a replay the next day. I will cover it because it will probably do numbers. That's the only reason I'm going to cover it. I would watch a replay out of interest, normally. But I will watch it because, yeah, I mean, it will do numbers. And I think that it's an opportunity for me to push the channel as somewhere where you can actually find out about proper boxing. So people that are new to the sport, who are finding out about the sport from Paul Tyson, it's a good chance to capture their ears and be like, listen, this is what's happening here. So I've got to do it. If I'm a YouTube channel and I'm doing a boxing channel, I've got to cover the biggest events, even though it's not even really part of boxing, is it? They're doing boxing, but is it part of professional boxing? No. It's like me and my mates can go and play a game of football, but I'm not going to report about it on a Premier League football channel, am I? Boots is looking very, very relaxed, like maybe a bit too relaxed. And he's sort of like in a little squat position in the corner of the ring. And he almost looks overconfident to me, which... could be fine, but given how lackadaisical he looked against Avanesian and the amount he got hit, you know, I hope that he takes this a bit more seriously in terms of his defense. I want to see a really, really polished performance here from Boots. I want to see him absolutely smash up this guy, Chukajan. I can only say it in an American accent when I say it because I'm going to copy them rather than try and make a go of it myself. So it's Chukajan. Boots' bodywork is going to be key in stopping Karen. Yeah, almost certainly. I want to see Boots use his jab well. I want to see him not stay in the pocket too long. He stayed in the pocket way too long against Avanesian. Here we go. Let's see. Imagine if Chukajan just like knocked him down or something. It'd be good entertainment, wouldn't it? All right, here we go. The touch gloves. Round 1 is about to start. Chukajan says he's got a lot of surprises for this one. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Karen Chukajan. Here we go. Round 1 is underway. Boots immediately flicking out the jab. And straight away you can see that Chukajan, in his rhythm, drops his lead hand. Boots jabbing very sharp. And Chukajan actually onto the front foot here. A couple little foot feints. Through the backhand, which misses. Jab to the body from Boots. Jab upstairs from Boots. Jab upstairs from Boots. Chukajan tries to reply and misses. Boots, a really heavy jab to the body there. Straight away. His jab looks very, very fast here, Boots. And he looks nice and relaxed, Boots. Like I say, I was worried he was too relaxed almost, but he looks very, very loose. Big up Michael Lynch. Boots with the jab up top. Jab to the body. Interesting that Chukajan's coming on the front foot. Jab upstairs. Chukajan slips the next one. I mean, Boots being very active with this jab here. A nice little double. And lands the second one there as Chukajan moves around him. Interesting that Chukajan's choosing to come out on the front foot here and be aggressive. And it gives Boots a chance to show his feet. Nice little body shot there from Boots. Jab upstairs from Chukajan. Slightly misses the right hand as Boots comes on the pivot. And he's thrown a wild lead hook there, Chukajan, which misses. But the big thing here for me is I want to see good defense from Boots because he didn't look good against Avanesyan defensively. Got hit way too much. Interesting. Very interesting seeing Boots on the back foot here. But it's just going to take Boots to land one, and I'm sure that'll change. Nothing too crazy has landed so far. Some good clean jabs from Boots. Really sharp jabs from Boots. Right hand to the body, left hand, sorry, to the body there from Boots. Tries to throw a jab uppercut. Slightly misses both, but that would have been effective if it had landed. Chukajan doing okay defensively here. Oh! He's just landed a big shot on Boots there. Oh, I want to see that again. I thought they both landed. And I was kind of paying more attention to what the shot that Boots landed, but Chukajan's actually come out pretty quickly here, and he's really going to test Boots here. It's going to be competitive. Lands a backhand. Chukajan there. Lands a jab. He's come out quick here, Chukajan. I've got Boots winning the round so far on his jab, but it's close. Body work from Boots there, but then Chukajan lands that hook. Another body shot there from Boots, right into the body. Chukajan's landed a left hook there. Oh, good shot from Boots. Jab, right hand. Another shot from Chukajan. This is a close first round, but I've got Boots just slightly up from the early work with the jab. Another right hook there from Boots. I've got it a Boots round, but it was a close round. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It was a very close round. It was just the earlier work with the Boots jab that got it for me. He was very, very busy initially with that jab, to the body in particular. But after that, it became quite even. Yeah, Boots... Yeah, he does stay in the pocket, Boots, which I understand. He's got good power, but... His coach is telling him to throw the punches straight down the pipe and get him out of there. His coach is already telling him to get him out of there. Interesting. Aggressive. Yeah, it was the left hook. His defense was awful there. Yeah. That could have been a disaster, that one. It was a good shot. Boots coming out again, throwing jabs, holding his feet a bit more. Oh, that was good. Little jab, lean back, tried to throw the backhand. Chukajan managed to move out of range, but it was close. Oh, left hook from Chukajan again, lands clean. Big shot. Commentary don't call it. Chukajan slipping that jab well. Slips and parries. And Chukajan's just so on the front foot here. I'm really surprised to see it. Oh, nice little backhand there from Chukajan on the chin of Boots. Guys, imagine if... Oh my days. He's just landed another little cuffing hook there. And again, the left hook. All night. All night. This is Chukajan's round so far. I know we're only a minute in, but right now Chukajan's winning this round. Landing that left hook at ease right now. Another left hook. Just falls short that time. Oh. Yeah, Boots landed at the same time there. It's hard to see because they're both landing together at times. Oh, backhand from Boots there. That was good. It's a close round right now. It's about even right now. A lot of Boots' jabs are not landing. And he's throwing single jabs as well. He needs to use them to set other stuff up and bring his back foot in so he can get that right hand down the pipe. There, Boots has got that backhand up now at the chin. So, yeah, mate, you're right. Boots going into southpaw was a bad decision. So he's gone into orthodox now. And already he blocked that left hook. So hopefully for Boots, that'll be the adjustment he needs to make and it'll sort him out. Yeah, you're right, mate. Boots into orthodox now. Good call. Jab from Chukajan there. Good jab. Oh, 1-2. Chukajan. I'm very worried about Boots' defense. I don't know if it's good enough at elite level. He gets hit a lot. None of these jabs are really landing for Boots. That was a nice counter right hand. Just caught him on the side of the head. Nothing too impactful. Chukajan 3 jabs. I think Boots dodged most of them. Jab to the body from Boots. Oh, I don't know how to score that one. Chukajan landed a few really good left hooks. I don't think Boots landed much significant there. I mean, maybe almost the same. I'm going to give that round to Chukajan. I think that was a 10-9 for Chukajan. Because round 1 was close too. Mate, Karen is having fun in there. He ain't being a Karen. He's doing well. Yeah, it's 1-1, but they are close. They're close rounds. I thought round 1 was Boots. I thought round 2 was Chukajan. Just because he landed that left hook well. I think it was like 3 times he landed that left hook. Yeah. I wouldn't hate if someone gave that round to Boots, I have to say. But I did think Chukajan edged it. Boots comes out and swings a big left hook, which misses. He's out unorthodox again now. So oh, that left hook again. He's just landed that left hook again, guys. It's just too easy. Boots is just not sharp enough with his defense right now. Oh, uppercut from Chukajan. Boots comes back with a 1-2, but great uppercut. Guys, this is a serious fight. A little bit low there from Boots. Chukajan comes back with a body jab. Boots just completely missing that round. He's not really setting things up. He's just swinging singles in. Oh, man. This is interesting. Juden Boots is getting hit way too much. I agree. Again, it's a theme with him now. He doesn't move his head that much. You know, it's all... If it's not the guard, it's got to be his feet, but he sits in the pocket. He believes in his power so much. I'm sure he will get to him eventually, but... What is he taking in the meantime to get there? You know, you can't take this many shots. Uppercut, slip. And these are great adjustments Chukajan's made for this fight. One, two, three from Chukajan. Chukajan's up in this round right now, guys, again. I feel like Boots isn't using his shots to get his feet into a more advantageous position. I feel like he sort of throws a single and then admires his work to a degree. And I don't know, I just feel like he doesn't create angles that well. Oh, right hook from Boots there. Lead right hook, that was good. Little backhand from Boots there as well. Another backhand. And a right hand over the top. Had him backed up there. Good little onslaught from Boots. Oh, backhand from Chukajan just missed. Chukajan left hook again. I think that landed. Camera switched at the exact moment he threw it, so it was hard to see. Backhand from Boots on the gloves. Oh, uppercut from Boots. Lovely. That was good. Jab. He's going through the gears a little bit here. This is good. Chukajan punches on the arm. Again, punches on the arm. Boots misses the reply hook. Oh, and then Chukajan's under the backhand there. That was a good shot. Ten seconds to go in the round. It's another tight round. Oh, that was close. I think that's a Boots round, sorry. Just from the flurries there, I think he nicked it. But again, it's competitive. Very competitive. Guys, if any of you in the stream haven't hit a like on it, I'd really appreciate it if you could do that for me. Just to help, you know, the algorithm and all that stuff. It is a good fight, SMO3. Very good fight. I'm enjoying it. Boots has been tested. He's actually standing in the corner right now. The coach keeps saying, get him out of here. It's not helpful to say that. You've got to be patient with this guy. You've got to time him. You've got to piece him up. It's not a helpful instruction, really, is it? Yeah, you've also got a 2 on Boots. It's not as simple as getting him out of here. He's boxing well. You know, give him some more detailed advice about how to not get hit first. It's disrespectful to just be like, oh, just get him out of here. I don't like that. Anyway, Boots out in southpaw again. Interestingly, so let's see if he starts getting caught with that lead hook again. Pinging the jab, Boots, but not really landing clean. Chukajan banging his gloves together, trying to hype himself up. Oh, backhand from Chukajan. Lovely. Ducks under the reply jab from Boots. Chukajan just pulling, just slightly out of range of these jabs. Boots are not landing clean with the jab right now. Chukajan's got good control of the range here, I think. He's doing well. The jab is not piecing him up the way I thought it would. Boots on the back foot at the minute. Throws a right hand over the top of Boots' right hand. Body shot from Chukajan. Oh, it's his father, is it, T? I didn't know that. Well, he's talking shite. That's nice from Chukajan. Throws a backhand, steps around the man. Gets his head off the centre line and dodges 2 jabs. He's boxing well, Chukajan. He really is. Wow. I was criticising the IBF like crazy before this, but this is actually a good fight. This might be Boots' hardest fight, you know. Chukajan right into the body. Another right into the body. He's got Boots backing up. And then Boots just stands there and waits for him to walk in. He doesn't oblige. He sort of turned Chukajan around there. Chukajan is boxing really well. This is a Chukajan round for me right now. Jab upstairs from Chukajan. Chukajan. Oh, lovely little left hook to the body from Chukajan there. Jabs from Boots there. I think one of them landed clean. Chukajan throws a jab. Boots slips it. That's a nice jab from Boots there. But jab from Chukajan in reply. Right hand. Chukajan's the one who's throwing in combination here as well. This is what's giving it to him for me right now. Slips the jab, Chukajan. Again, slips the jab. I mean, yeah, when Boots throws the jab, it deters Chukajan, but he's not landing it clean. He is not landing it clean at all. He is from time to time, but mostly they're missing. Oh, the left hook again. There you go. Chukajan eats an uppercut there. Body jab from Chukajan. Right hand up top. Left hook up top. Brilliant. This is a Chukajan round. I'm giving that one to Chukajan. Damn. I was not expecting it to be this competitive. But he's made great adjustments. And he's on the front foot in this fight mostly. Damn, guys. Are you watching this? Is anybody in the chat watching this? Yeah, I've got it 2-2 as well, mate. It's close. It's really close. And, you know, when you look at the physical attributes of the two men, Chukajan is boxing the much smarter fight. You know, I think there's going to be a bit of an inquest after this, potentially, because it's 2 fights in a row now where Boots is looking pretty crap from what we expect from him. And tactically in the corner, they're giving him awful instructions. And, you know, corners get scrutinized so much these days. But really, like, you would expect Boots to be with an elite trainer, not his dad. All his dad's saying is get him out of there. Just get him out of there. It's easy. Well, clearly not, mate. Because it's 2-2. Here we go. Round 5. No one's really landed anything clean yet so far this round. Oh, right hand up top from Chukajan. Yeah, Chris Mannix has the same card as me. Exactly the same card as me. Boots with a little body shot there. Chukajan comes back with the left hook. Oh, uppercut from Boots there was good. Oh, right, but then right hook to the body from Chukajan. Chukajan's boxing a lovely fight here. And when you look at the difference in athleticism between the two men, you got to say this is a really, really poor performance from Boots so far. And it's Chukajan who's making the angles as well, with his feet. Boots has got everything straight in front of him. He's not moving around at angles at all. He doesn't get his head off the center line, barely. Oh, another jab from Chukajan. I mean, I've got Chukajan winning this round so far. There's half of it gone. Let's see what happens in the second half of it. Oh, clean headshots there from Boots. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. That was good. Oh, left hook. Lovely left hook. Right shot. Oh, he's nearly fallen over there, Boots, throwing right hands. Lost his balance. Spun around. They're back in front again. Oh, big left shot. Left hand upstairs on Chukajan's chin. Another big shot, and he's close to going down here, Chukajan, I think. Oh, big right uppercut. Huge, and he's taken a knee. Beautiful work from Boots. So powerful. He just went into Super Saiyan mode there. Reminded me of an early Anthony Joshua. Getting outboxed, and he's just gone into Super Saiyan mode, and he smashed him up there. And that's going to be a 10-8 round if it stays the same. Can he knock him out? I think Chukajan can get through it. Chukajan's fighting back, though. He's not running. He's standing his ground, and he's throwing back. Left hook. Ooh! He just caught Boots there. Right hand. He's tough as old Boots, Chukajan. Haha, Boots, old Boots. Another nice little right hand there from Chukajan. And I had Chukajan slightly up in that round, but Boots has come back with a beautiful little moment there. Showed his power, showed his speed. Showed why he's a special athlete as well as a good boxer. But boxing-wise, lots to be admired. Or not admired, sorry, I should say. He leaves much to be admired is the phrase I'm looking for, Boots, here. And I think Chukajan's going to get to the end of this round. Yep. He's made it to the end of the round. That's a 10-8 round for Boots. But it was, you know, up until that, it was extremely competitive. And then Boots just went for him and landed some powerful, accurate punches. Yeah, he slipped the right hand. Threw a left hook. Lovely. It was in really tight. That was good work from Boots there in the end. Oh, it was that right uppercut. It was a lovely shot. Right on the chin. And that was when he took the knee. Yeah. Let's see how Chukajan gets on this next round. I'm sure, given how competitive it's been so far, I'm sure Boots will be anxious to finish it. Here we go. Round 6. Let's see if Boots can get him out of there. Oh, left hand just under the chin. Just under the chin. Boots on Chukajan, I should say. Yeah, you're right, mate. Boots got to go through the gears here now. Get the guy out of there. Not too much happening so far in this round. Sorry, I went quiet for a minute there. There's not a lot going on. Right hand from Chukajan, but it was a very light one. He didn't really load up on it, but landed nonetheless. Oh. Yeah, little tappy punches from Chukajan now. He looks tired. I think he's starting to feel the pace here, Chukajan. They're having a fight in a bit of a phone box at the minute. Boots is staying as close as he can. Chukajan's trying to kind of move around a little bit. If he can get through this round, I'm sure he'll feel confident he can sort of regain a foothold in this fight. At the minute, it's a tight round. Nothing really significant's been landed by either man. Oh. Body shot there from Boots. You know, Boots isn't landing as clean as Chukajan is in this round, but Chukajan's not loading up. Better head movement from Boots there. He's getting his legs going now, which is good. But he looks like he's found the balance now, Boots, of being switched on but also relaxed. I think early on he was too relaxed. He was way too relaxed in the start of the fight. And now he's sharp and relaxed, which is what you need to be. It's a weird thing in boxing. Oh, lovely body shots from Boots there. Those are powerful. Referee telling him to keep them up. I didn't think they were too low. Body jab from Chukajan. Upstairs jab from Chukajan. Oh, backhand from Boots there. That was nice. Shorthand. Nothing too powerful, but clipped him. Oh, right hook from Boots. That landed clean. Or maybe it kind of caught the glove slightly, but enough to be significant. Parries the shot there, Boots. Covers up. He looks way sharper defensively now, but it's also slowed down from Chukajan. It looked like Boots might have hurt himself for a second there. He sort of winced as he threw something. But he seems to be okay. On the bell, Chukajan lands a little backhand, but nothing, not really loading up. That's another Boots round. That's a 10-9 round for me. And Boots starting to get a little lead in the fight now. But plenty of time for Karen to bring it back if he wants to. Guess what the advice in the corner is? Get him out of here, man. What an absolutely awful piece of corner work from his father. Derek Ennis. Just get him out of there, man. It's easy. Just get him out of there. Derek Ennis. Renowned coach, Derek Ennis. I honestly am not a fan of his instructions, but maybe he knows something I don't about Boots' psychology. You would expect him to. Get him out of there, man. Final words before he goes back in there. It's like in Football Manager when you just spam the same halftime feedback all the time. It's madness. Anyway, here we go. Slip jabs from Chukajan. He's doing much better defensively now, Boots. He's moving much, much better. Yeah, I agree with you, Jude. Boots does look like he's starting to take a bit more control. Oh, nice body shot there from Chukajan. Moved around Boots there. Yeah, his defense is better. Tighter guard, using his feet a bit more, moving his head more. But I think Chukajan's slowing down as well a bit, I will say that. Oh, backhand from... Oh, left hook again lands. From Chukajan. Oh, big right hand from Chukajan. Lovely shot. That was a really good shot. This is Chukajan's round right now. He's winning this round. This fight hasn't gone yet for Chukajan. He's 3 rounds down, 3 points down. Another lead hook. Boots coming back now. He landed a good shot there, good straight. Now he's going crazy on the inside, Boots. I still think this is a Chukajan round ever so slightly, but if Boots lands a couple more power shots, I'll swing it in his direction. Oh. He just missed that one, Chukajan. Oh, uppercut from Chukajan. Body shot there from Boots. That didn't land clean, I don't think, from Boots. 30 seconds to go, and this could go either way this round right now for me. Left hook from Chukajan. Oh, big backhand from Boots. Landed through the guard there, but enough to make him move backwards. Chukajan just landed another big left hand. Damn. I think this is a Chukajan run right now for me. Oh. Big left hook from Boots. It's a close round. Boots missing the tight shots inside there. Oh. I think that's a Chukajan round. It was close, though. It was really close. I just feel like the amount of work they did was equal, but Chukajan's shots were slightly cleaner. So I'm going to give Chukajan that round. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? How Boots decides when he's going to switch. Still standing in the corner. How much do you want to bet? His dad says, get him out of there. How much do you want to bet? That's better advice from his dad there. He's saying, give yourself some room. Slip, walk in, slip, give yourself some room. That's better advice. There we go. Round 8. Body shot from Karen. I think it was parried. Nothing clean so far. First 20 seconds of round 8. Jab from Chukajan. Oh, right hand from Boots. That was lovely. He looks like he's flinching a little bit when he throws the right hand, Boots. I've seen it more than once now, and I'm wondering if he's got a little pain in his elbow or something. You know, Boots really needs to get a stoppage here, guys. He does. Just for the look. Oh, lovely work from Boots there. 1-2, clean on the chin of Chukajan. Took the shots, but he's very close to going down again here. He's shoving his forearm in Boots' face. He's been told to cut it out by the referee. Chukajan's surviving right now. And actually, in some ways, you know, Boots does remind me a bit of Conor Benn in the way that they go about their business, and the way they... Everything's very one speed. Very fast, very powerful. Oh, big shot from Chukajan. Right on the chin of Boots. There's a left hook again. Anybody who's meant to be fighting Boots in the future, watch this, will be thinking that left hook is the moneymaker shot. Last 30 seconds. I think Boots is slightly up in this round for me, but it's another good round. Competitive. Oh. Nice spin around there and a little left hook from Boots. Oh, right hand left hook from Chukajan. Oh, another right hand from Chukajan. Damn. That's a really close round. Oh, this is hard to score. Oh man, I don't know which I'm going to give that a 10-10 because I don't know. I thought Boots was going to stop him at one point in that round, or get him down at one point in that round, but then The amount of clean shots he landed in that sequence was similar to the one at the end there. So I'm giving that round a 10-10. Guys, there's 4 rounds to go, and on my card, it's all in the balance. I'm sure it will not be the case on the judges' scorecards. I'm sure they'll be favouring Boots, but I think Chukajan deserves a lot of credit for his performance here. 16 viewers right now. If any of you haven't liked the stream, please do. I'd really appreciate that. Do subscribe if you're new and you've just found me. Yeah, damn. All right, round 9. And on my card, Boots needs these rounds, really, like, to make sure he wins. All the better if he can get in there and stop him. All on the gloves there from Chukajan. Boots tries to catch him. Oh, big right hand from Chukajan, right on the chin of Boots. Jab from Chukajan. Chukajan's round right now. 30 seconds gone in the 9th round, and it's Chukajan's round right now for me. Referee's just called time. He's saying Chukajan's holding too much, is what he's saying. I don't think there's been too much holding, but the referee wanted to give him that warning. Oh, right hand there from Boots. There you go. Didn't land too clean. I think Chukajan rode the shot. Low shot there from Boots, I think. He's telling Chukajan not to pull him down. Oh, left hook again from Chukajan. And Boots is getting hit time and time again with that left hook. It's ridiculous how he's not made the adjustment to that. It's a single left hook as well. It's not like it's in combination a lot of the time. Madness. Madness. Chukajan's winning this round right now, guys. He is. And the commentators keep wanting to say, oh, he's crafty, he must be a nightmare to face. Like, it's almost like they're trying to slightly discredit the fact that he's actually winning this round. Oh, 1, 2, 3 from Chukajan. I think the final shot landed. Landed a right hand to the body there from Chukajan. Nothing really clean from Boots here. Right hand from Chukajan. Boots with the right hand. They're already trying to make excuses for Boots. They speculate he might be dealing with a cold because he's got snot in his nose. Maybe Chukajan's just boxing really well. This is Chukajan's round, clearly to me. And this is going to tie it up if he wins this round. That's a lie, it will not. I'll tell you what the score will be after this. I'm bad at maths. Luckily, I have a machine that does it for me. We're all good. That's Chukajan's round. For sure. Which means there's a point in it. Going into the last 3 rounds, the championship rounds, there is a point in it. Ennis is up 86-85 on my card. Guys, if you're scoring this, get your scores in the chat. I'd love to know how you're seeing this. Guess what the instruction in the corner is? Get him out of here. Get him out of here, man. He's telling him to catch him between the shots. I do like that advice. That's good. But he's throwing singles a lot of time, Chukajan, so it's hard to catch him between the shots in that sense. Get him out of here, man. All right. Round 10. That's a good point from the commentator. Chukushan's not surprised by Boots' speed or power because he's been there with him already. And that's the thing I think would probably shock most guys. And like I said, he's very, very one-paced. He doesn't mix up the speed enough of his shots. There's not many feints from Boots either. It's just like, it's just blunt force. He's just trying to power his way through the guy. And the guy is boxing well. And he's strong and he's tough. And it's a bit of an arrogant performance in a way. That's... Good uppercut from Boots. Oh, left hook. Then Boots has thrown a 3-punch combination. I think 1 or 2 of those landed. Oh, good shots from Boots there. Lots of short shots there from Boots. That's good. Boots round right now. Chukushan got a point deducted for holding. I don't know how I feel about that. Another left hook from Chukushan there. Chukushan slipped and fallen over. Boots round, and I think Chukushan's had a point deducted, so that's probably ruined his fight unless he can get knockout, which I don't think he can. There we go. Boots is starting to punch through the guard now. Yeah, Boots is overpowering him now. Chukushan's defending most of these shots, though. I mean, they will be painful because they're kind of getting through the guard, but not that clean, the work. Not that clean, the work. He's just throwing full speed, full power, and hoping that just sort of blunt force trauma will break the man down. That's kind of what's happening. So I'm unimpressed with the finesse being shown by Boots. Okay, so I give out 10-9 Boots, plus the point deduction makes it a 10-8 round. 2 rounds to go. And I'm starving. What am I going to order? Don't know, mate. I might cook something, to be fair. I've got a nice loaf of bread. And at the weekend, I like to eat way too much bread. So I might get on that. Bit of butter. Something simple. Stephen, did Boots learn to cut the ring off? Karen has very good footwork. Karen's footwork's been decent, but I'm just more concerned about the lack of boxing finesse that Boots has shown. It's all physical... All physical attributes that he's showing, really. Yeah, on my scorecard, Chikajin would need a knockout. Or a couple knockdowns. Chukushan. Oh, nice left hook from Chikajin again. Really good. Boots has got a chin. I shouldn't have to say that. He should have much better defense than this, but he's eaten so many left hooks. Chukushan's winning this round. Couple of 1-2s there. Unfortunately, he just doesn't punch hard enough to really hurt Boots, but it's definitely a Chukajan round. Minute and a half to go, though, so time for Boots to pull it back. I think Boots has been crap, I'm not going to lie. I think he's been rubbish in this fight. He's winning it, but based on his attributes, I think he should be a lot better than this. He's not showing any nuance to his game. And he just doesn't show patience at all. He's just making these rounds a war of attrition. You know, he's at 147. It makes him, in my mind, a little bit of a weight bully. What happens when he goes up to 154 and guys are equally as big as him? Uppercut from Chukajan. Boots landed, I think Boots landed a couple shots there. It was hard to see, the camera work wasn't particularly good. Oh, 1-2 from Chukajan. That looked like it hurt him. Oh, left hook from Chukajan. That wobbled him. That definitely wobbled him a little bit. That's Chukajan's round. So we're going into 12 here. Last round, 4 points in it. Chukajan needs a knockout. And if he wants to win the fight, if he wants to really go for it, then perhaps Boots can get his knockout. But you can tell that Boots' dad is not impressed. Get him out of there, man. I'd love to have been playing a drinking game during this. Every time he says, get him out of there, man, you have to take a drink. I'd be absolutely smashed. I'd be absolutely wasted. I'd have done a bottle of whiskey. I think it's unbelievably poor corner work. Yeah, when he started moving his head a bit more, he looked better, but... Oh, big overhand right from Chukajan. Boots coming back 1-2s. And Boots, it's so weird. It's like he's trying to prove he's all macho by just walking through Chukajan's work. There's just no thought in how he's setting up his work at all. I'm so surprised at the way he's boxing. It's just been walk through his work, try and beat him down. That's been it. I just don't rate it at all. Such a special talent, and it's just a waste. I've got Boots up this round on work rate, but there's nothing really clean being landed. Right hand from Chukajan, left hook. First really clean punches of the round. Left hook to the body from Boots. They're really going for it here. They're swinging. Oh, right hand from Chukajan. Oh, big shots from Chukajan. Big shots. He's just landed like 4 punches clean on Boots' head. Jeez, if he could punch a bit harder, honestly, he'd be a monster. This is Chukajan's round again. I'll be very interested to see if this goes the distance. There's a minute left to go, what the scorecards are at the end of this fight. To see if they give Chukajan his credit, because... Oh, right hand, left hook from Chukajan. Another left hook from Chukajan. And a right hand. What on earth is this? What on earth is Boots doing? Oh, another left hook from Chukajan. And, like, Boots is wanting to take these shots to throw when he throws, but Chukajan's defense is so much better than Boots. Left hook again from Chukajan. If Chukajan had the power of Boots, he'd beat him. I know it's a dumb thing to say, but the technique and the boxing skill Chukajan's shown, it's pathetic from Ennis, in my opinion. It's really not good enough. Oh, another left hook from Chukajan. Right hook. And the fight is over, but Chukajan battered him that round. Boots walked through it all. My final scorecard is 106. No, what is it? 116, 111 to Ennis. Which sounds closer than it is. Sorry, which sounds wider than it is. That was a very close fight. And I was very, very unimpressed by Boots Ennis, I have to say. I was hugely disappointed by Boots Ennis. Damn, that was poor. That was really, really poor. I'm so disappointed. Damn, the crowd's quiet. I'm pissed off. I could be eating bambi right now. And now I don't even know if I'm going to bother with a reaction video, to be honest, because that was awful. Oh, mate, Madrimov would wipe the floor with Boots at 154 on that performance. And Boots has looked awful since he's come back. And I don't know if it's like an issue of he gets a bit gassed and he can't move his feet enough and can't move his head enough, because it takes energy, of course, to move your head as much as we'd want him to. And if he feels more comfortable just punching. But the lack of nuance in his game tonight was rubbish. It was not good. Not good enough. Oh, I'm so disappointed with that. Cheers, Michael. I think Boots... Is he a hype job? I think athletically he's not. Talent-wise he's not. Performance-wise, yeah. The last two fights I've watched him in, he's got peppered. And they're not guys with a particularly sophisticated offense. I think Boots will be very disappointed with that performance, and he should be. And I'll be thinking about changing my corner up. I would. Do it now, before you lose at the top level. Yeah, man. Yes, Asant. Boots was really poor. Really, really poor. And Philly is quiet after that. He got punched so much tonight as well. I think him against Conor Benn would just be the most one-dimensional who can punch harder and faster fight you've ever seen. Both guys aren't particularly sophisticated in how they set up their work. I'm going to have to react to this video. I'm just going to get the scores and then I'm going to go, guys. I'll let you know the result and I'm going to do an instant reaction video. Interesting, mate. That's an interesting comment about it's the old school Philly mentality. I've seen guys ruin themselves in the gym. Boots is used to guys breaking the gym when he does that. Well, if this is all he's got, he's not going to go very far at elite level. And when you put those little gloves on, you can get hurt too. I just want these scorecards. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Scorecards are up. Let's hear them. I'll read them to you as I hear them. $119, $107, that's a joke. $117, $109. $116, $110. I'm fine with that one. And still. And that's that. I thought those scorecards were way too wide myself. Not a robbery or anything like that. Yeah, mate, Stephen Ban was the co-main event. He got a very, very good knockout win. I'm going to go and do an instant reaction video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this. Those of you that did, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're around on the stream still, bang the subscribe button. If you're not on my channel, we're doing loads of cool stuff. Like the stream, please. And that's it. I'm going to go and do a reaction video. But thank you so much for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. Much love and respect to you all. See you later.